welcome to something to talk about.
Hi, welcome to Something to Talk About. My name is Taco, and you heard the little lady. Welcome to Something to Talk About. And this is my first of two surprise videos today. Well, it won't be a surprise if you knew it was going to happen. That's how surprises work. And I'm probably going to advertise that I'm doing this because that's good business. But anyways, welcome. Today is Black Friday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving, at least the videos. Not today, or most likely not the day you're watching, but the day it's coming out is Black Friday. And I decided, and that's the day after Thanksgiving. And, I'm not going to get into Black Friday, but I did think it would be a good opportunity for me to talk about members of the Night's Watch. So I'm now doing two videos today, and I'm calling this Take the Black Friday, and I'm covering Three-Finger Hobb, and I have Harith, also known as Horse, coming later on today. So, yeah, please do not bombard your businesses and make the members of the service industry that I was for a very long time, and my family still is, totally ruin their days. Okay, let's just hang out today. All right. Enjoy being chubby from Thanksgiving. Eat some leftovers. If there's any football, watch it. And just hang out. Calm down and watch this. All right, if you don't know what's going on, this is what's going on. I didn't mean to make this a PSA. I just want to talk about Three-Finger Hobb. Let's get into Three-Finger Hobb, shall we? So Three-Finger Hobb, spoilers. Yeah, I make a Song of Ice and Fire content, and this will be spoilering the book. Everything around Three-Finger Hobb. So specifically, most of John's story I'm going to cover in very small parts from the point of view of Three-Finger Hobb. And we're also going to be talking about a lot of food. So if you're hungry, this might not be the best video for you, because I'm going to talk about some delicious food, delicious sounding food. I'm rubbing my big belly right now because I'm a big bellied man. But I'm also going to talk about some not delicious food, specifically. We'll get into it. All right, let's go. Spoilers, like I said. So please keep in mind this might spoil the book, a little bit of it. So if you're not down for that, go watch or listen to the entire book or read the entire book and then come back and check out this video. All of the books. All right, spoilers, like I said. All right, Three-Finger Hobb is the main cook at Castle Black for the Night's Watch. Hobb's nickname suggests that his hand is maimed. Yeah, we don't actually know. We've never heard about which fingers are missing or anything like that. Like Horn Half Hand, we know like which fingers are missing. We're not really sure for Hobb. But one would assume his name is Three-Finger Hobb, so he's probably missing 3 fingers, or he only has 3 fingers left, which most art, as you can see, depicts him missing 3 fingers. So, yeah, anyways. Well, this one's only him missing 2, I guess. But anyways, I really like this art, too. All right, so the cook is famous for his 3-meat stew, which members of the Night's Watch say is mutton, and mutton. Those are the 3 different meats. Did I say 3-finger stew? 3-meat stew? That's hilarious if I did. All right, his manner of speaking suggests that he is lowborn. All right, and we'll get into which lowborn in the theory section at the end. According to Hobb, he joined the Night's Watch so he can kill wildlings. I mean, I don't think that's a good idea to join any organization. Like, if you want to, support your country, I understand that. If you want to fight for a cause you believe in, I understand that. To join any type of militant organization, such as the Watch, just to murder people, I don't know, man, I don't like that. But he doesn't even end up doing that too much. He just cooks. All right, what's the Night's Watch? Let's get into the Night's Watch. The Night's Watch is a military order dedicated to holding the wall, the immense fortification on the northern border of the 7 Kingdoms, defending the realms of men from what lies beyond, not beneath. Well, maybe. But yeah, beyond the wall, which is mostly Snarks and Grumpkins. The Order's foundation dates back to the Age of Heroes. At the time when the others are pushed back, the men of the Night's Watch wear only black, and they are known as the Black Brothers. Recruits join the Night's Watch are taking the black, which is why I'm doing Taking the Black Friday, right? Take the Black Friday. The Night's Watch consists of 3 orders: stewards, which is what we're talking about today, stewards, builders, and rangers. They are subject to the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and each of the 3 orders is led by their own officer, the Lord Steward, or the First Builder, or the First Ranger, respectively. These officers are appointed by the Lord Commander. Lord Commander! All right, let's get to Hobb. Let's get to some food, because this is the first one we got. Look at that food. All right, Men of the Watch. Three-Finger Hobb cooks a special meal for the 8 recruits, including Totter, Halder, Gren, Darien, Elbit, Pip, Mathar, and Jon Snow when they are ready to become men of the Night's Watch. Yeah, and they swear their oaths. So they enjoy specifically just these guys. So this is when Jon Snow first takes his oath to become a member of the Night's Watch. This is what he makes them, and sounds pretty good. I mean, it's kind of like almost like a Last Supper. Like, hey, welcome to the Night's Watch. Sorry. Here's some good food. So it's a rack of lamb baked in a crust of garlic and herbs. I love rack of lamb. Garnished with sprigs of mint and surrounded by mashed yellow turnips, swimming in butter. That sounds good. Oof. That's all I wrote. Oof. Woo. Hobb also prepares salads of spinach and chickpeas and turnip greens, and afterwards bowls of iced butterberries and sweet cream. Now that's how you join the watch. Yeah, that's a good meal. Like, that sounds fantastic. I don't know if I would give myself to the Night's Watch of all military organizations. It's a pretty lame one to be part of, but you know, somebody's got to defend us against Snarks and Grumpkins, right? So yeah, sounds pretty good though. All right, let's keep cruising. We got more food to talk about. Breakfast. So after Castle Black learns that Jon Snow's father, Lord Eddard Stark, has been imprisoned in King's Landing, so this is the end of the first book, Hobb gives Jon an extra helping of venison stew. Such a nice guy. Yeah, it's something Hobb does where birthdays, or even like if you got something sad going on in your life, like you need a pick-me-up, he'll give you extra food. And he sounds like a nice dude about that. Like, hey man, sorry to hear about your dad. I know he's a traitor or whatever, but you must be going through something bad. Here. Yeah. So yeah. So then Jeor Mormont, who's the Lord Commander at the time of now, throughout this book that changes, or throughout this video that will change. But right away, Jeor Mormont complains to Jon that the last time mutton was served by Hobb, it was gray. Everybody's a critic. The day after Jon almost leaves the watch, yeah, because when he finds out about like his brother marching and all this, he tries to leave, right? And yeah, so he almost leaves the watch, and then he doesn't end up happening. Hobb's breakfast for Jeor is 3 brown eggs boiled hard with fried bread and ham steak. I couldn't find a picture specifically showing that. I did the best I could. And a bowl of wrinkled plums. Yummy. As well as lemon for the Lord in Lord Commander's beer. Making up for that gray mutton. Yeah, you're complaining about my gray mutton? Here's some really good breakfast. And some prunes. some wrinkled plums. And I also like the idea of lemon beer for breakfast. Jeor goes hard, man. It's a hard job, dude. That's how you start it. Well, part of the Great Ranging, so this is skipping ahead. I skip ahead a lot in this one. We're just following Hobb and Hobb's small parts of all the big stuff, right? So skipping ahead to the Great Ranging, where Jeor Mormont is hunting Brandon Stark and other rangers who have been missing. He takes a large amount of rangers up north of the wall to kind of look for him, right? Well, part of the Great Ranging, Samwell Tarly thinks fondly of Hobb's thick cream of wheat, phrasing, with a big spoon of butter melting in the middle of a dollop of honey. Man, he misses that food, that Samwell. All right. Defense of the wall. All right. In So now we're getting into after Jon Snow comes back and they are helping, the wall is going to be attacked by Mance Rayder throughout this whole slide, right? I know. Why do I pause this? Here, let me
Simply
replay this.
read the cards. You're going to be wonderful, really.
Thank you for the reminder. All right, I'll get back into it. All right, so Three-Finger Hobb is among those left behind by Bow and Marsh when the first steward, Marsh, Dirge, sets off after the Weeper and his wildling raiders. So they kind of like draw a lot of the men away from Castle Black. Women and children from Molestown help Hobb in the kitchen. So yeah, Molestown also abandons themselves because the Thens go through there. And John gives them a warning, and then he brings a bunch of people from Molestown to help in the kitchens and other stuff. When Mance attacks the wall, everyone does their part. And in doing his part, Hobb and his helpers stay safe atop the wall during the attack on Castle Black by Steer, and gives black bread and onion broth to the defenders when they oppose Mance Rayder's wildlings on the other side of the wall. I know that that doesn't sound like MVP behavior, but if you were out in the cold just shooting arrows all night for like weeks, you love some onion broth too. During the defense, a very hungry Pip states that he could eat an aurochs whole and asks John if Hobb will cook Gran up for them. Pip is really funny. As the watch stays on top of the wall for days on end, like I said, fighting back the free folk, Hobb would bring up breakfast every morning for everybody. Following the battle beneath the wall, Hobb is among the candidates. All right, so I want to get through all the different steps of the Battle of the Wall and how Hobb helps. So right away, the first battle at the wall, well, after Bow and Marsh takes everybody and leaves to go follow the Reaper, and he goes and fights him on the Bridge of Skulls, everyone gets attacked at Castle Black from the other side by the Thens. So they attack Castle Black. And Hobb and other people who are like non-combatants get sent to the top of the wall to be away from the battle, right? And then after that, the steps are destroyed and they have to only get up and down from the wench, the basket, and that sounds terrifying. So that's the only way that they can get up and down on top of the wall now. So then at the rest of it, when they're on top of the wall, like shooting arrows down at like giants and mammoths and all that, Hobb gives them bread with onion broth. And then also, since the fight goes on for more than one day, it goes on for a while, Hobb keeps going up to give breakfast to everybody. So yeah, he absolutely does this part. If it wasn't for Hobb trying to do his best to keep everybody energized and fed during this really brutal like defense, yeah, that probably wouldn't have gone as well as it did, actually. So where was I? So yeah, and then after that, the last bit is when Stannis shows up during the battle, quote, beneath the wall, where Stannis's men take out all of the wildlings and make them surrender. So anyways, so now with your Mormont gone, they need a new Lord Commander, right? So where was I? So yeah, after the battle beneath the wall, Hobb is among the candidates at the choosing of the new Lord Commander of the Night's Watch. So he promises roast haunch of a mammoth in hopes of gaining votes. Guys, I'll cook you that mammoth. You guys want some mammoth? Just vote for me. Now that's a campaign I can get behind. Food. When Samuel asks Clytus, who keeps voting for Hobb, he says, brothers who want him out of the kitchens? Yeah, they're like, well, if he becomes Lord Commander, we won't have to eat his food anymore. I don't know. Hobb gets a lot of hate for his food, but it doesn't sound half bad. I don't know why people complain so much. But yeah, the people who want him out of the kitchens are voting for him. That's pretty funny. When Jano Slint asks Stannis who would be better to command the watch other than himself, Stannis says, any of you, I would think, even the cook. See, that's endorsement from the king. Kinda. All right. Jon Snow was eventually chosen, however, after some collusion from Samwell and a bird. Yeah, collusion. I'll say it. All right. 3 heads and prunes. God, I love this. All right. happy take the Black Friday, guys. On Samuel's birthday, Hobgoblin Hob gives Samuel salted ham for his name day. Happy birthday, Samuel. He then tells Samuel, "You're a man who appreciates good cooking. Slayer, we need more of your sort." I mean, that's all you got to do. If you like food, Hobbs like, "I like you. You like food? I cook food. I'm a simple man." After being named a Lord Commander, Jon Snow gets woken up from Mormont's old raven. Yeah, he's having a dream, one of them wolf dreams, and then the Mormont's old raven that absolutely isn't anybody controlling him somewhere else north of the wall tied to a tree without an eye. I don't know where you got that crap. All right. Where was I? So the old raven wakes him up, and then Ed Tullett comes in the room asking Jon if he wants breakfast. So Jon says, "Roast raven and half a pint of ale." To this, Ed says, I love doing dollar a set. All right, dollar a set. Gotta get this and kind of be a little sad. All right, I'm ready. All right, what's my line? 3 corns and 1 roast raven. Very good, my lord. Only Hobbs made boiled eggs, black sausage, and apple stewed with prunes. The apple stewed with prunes are excellent, except for the prunes. I won't eat prunes myself. Well, there was one time when Hobb chopped them up and with chestnuts and carrots and hid them in a hen. Never trust a cook, my lord. They'll prune you when you least expect it. God, I love Dolores Ed, dude. Him and Pip are so funny. Like, I think the 3 funniest people I got a joke from all of them in here. I think the 3 funniest people in the entirety of A Song of Ice and Fire. And all right, there's a couple other good ones, but 3 main ones are Dolores Ed, Pip, and Stannis. I even stuck in a Stannis joke. Stannis doesn't know he's funny. It's all pretty unintentional, but Stannis is pretty funny. All right, so Three-Finger Hobb gathers with 2 score of Black brothers near the gate of Castle Black after word spreads that the heads of 3 rangers would be found impaled on spikes on the other side of the wall. Lord Commander Snow verifies that Jack Bowler, Harry Hell, and Garth Greyfeather have been slain by the Weeper. Yeah, the Weeper's awful. I've done a video for him. A friend of Garth, the elf of Runnymud, breaks down at the news. Oh, poor Ulf. Poor Ulf. And Hobb is ordered by Jon to get Ulf to bed and give him some mold. There we go. Give him some mulled wine. Devin Seaworth, who I just did a video for, you guys can go watch it. It just came out not too long ago. Well, all right, maybe not too long ago, like 2 months ago now, right? I don't know. I filmed these early, really early. All right, where was I? Yeah, Hobb is ordered to go and give him some mulled wine, and then Devin Seaworth delivers fresh bread from Hobbs' ovens over to Melisandre. Yeah, Melisandre gets some fresh bread. Did you know she was at the wall? She was at the wall. She has a whole chapter at the wall. She's a POV character. All right, let's keep going. The wedding feast. Ellie's Karstark travels to the wall, running from her family. I have a video that is pretty old, but still pretty good, from Sigorn of Fen, which covers his wedding to Ellie's Karstark. So if you want to know more about that, go watch it. Okay. Jon Snow sets her up with a marriage to Sigorn, Magnar of Fen. Jon asks Hobb to make a wedding feast, and he says, "I never done no wedding feast, my lord. The Black brothers don't even take no wives. It's in the bloody vows, I swear 'tis." I swear 'tis. Melisandre conducts the wedding ceremony between them. Only a few Black brothers of the Night's Watch attend, along with Queen Selyse and her queen's men, and a few king's men of Stannis Baratheon that left behind. Three-Finger Hobb prepared elk and roast vegetables for the feast. After Ellie's Karstark weds Sigorn, Jon is impressed with the meal. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Roast elk? as Hobb has no experience cooking for wildlings or preparing wedding feasts. The cook also mulls a wine with cinnamon and cloves. Yeah, see, I don't know why people give him crap. Like, he sounds like a great cook. Okay, there you guys go. That's his last chapter. After that, John gets for the watched. But I do have, so my last slide is always some theories or just any symbolism I can find, or sometimes I got nothing, I just make something up. But this time I actually found some tinfoil. What? Yeah, let's go. I found some tinfoil. Prune flavored tinfoil. I'm not kidding here. Hear me out. I found a Reddit post by Preco called "The Eye and the Prune: How Three-Finger Hobb Will Kill an Other and Doom the World." I'm not joking. This exists. Oh, I love this community. I love this community. All right, happy Black Friday. All right, in this long post, this is a long post, but the small and skinny of it is that the others will have peace negotiations with Castle Black. Yeah, that's not the unbelievable thing. In that Crow Food Umber will be there. And Hobb will accidentally mix his obsidian eye, because Crow Food Umber has an obsidian eye. He will accidentally mix it into the food, thinking it is a prune, and it will kill an other, starting a war with them. This is amazing. No notes. This is insane. Oh my God. I'm not even talking past this. Yeah, just... that speaks for itself. All right. There is a lesser theory that he is an Ironborn, which I do believe, and he lost his fingers playing the finger dance. Yeah, I don't see anything against that theory. They said he talks lowborn. He could just be lowborn, Ironborn, and lost his fingers, and then he's like, whatever, I'll go kill some wildlings. This was put forth on Reddit by Real King Euron Greyjoy, but I have heard it casually many times. Yeah, I've heard Hobb. Three-Finger Hobb, just I've read it around on Reddit and just YouTube and stuff. Anytime Three-Finger Hobb gets brought up, I've just maybe, who knows where I've heard it, but I know I've heard that before. But I did find it on that Reddit post that playing the finger dance where they throw the axes back and forth, Hobb lost his fingers, and that's why he's Three-Finger Hobb. There you guys go. What'd you guys think? I hope you guys are enjoying. I got one more Take the Black Friday video, and I hope you guys are enjoying this extra content. I'm enjoying making it. I still am, guys. If you're wondering, I do still enjoy doing this. So you're gonna have me for at least a little while longer. Take the Black Friday, and yeah, do you buy in any way that there will be peace negotiations with the others, and that Crow Food Umber somehow shows up and his obsidian eye falls into the cooking, and Three-Finger Hobb thinks it's a prune and hides it inside of food, and an other gets pruned, whether he knows it or not, and then dies, and then the peace negotiations fail. Do you believe that? All right, peace.